Today is July 7th, and I can tell you two things for a fact. Zach Allen is about to become a very rich man in the not-so-distant future, and he has become the most underrated player in the entire NFL. Today, Allen was revealed to be the 90th ranked player on the NFL's Top 100 list, and a reminder that this list is voted on by NFL players, so even amongst his peers, Zach Allen has become wildly underrated and wildly underappreciated. But now, as he enters the third and final year of the contract that he signed with the Denver Broncos back in 2023, he is looking for a pretty significant bump in pay. And I am here to tell you why he deserves every single penny of that. So a report came out this offseason indicating that Zach Allen is looking for a deal in excess of $25 million. Chris Jones is the leader of the clubhouse, making $31.75 million in average annual value. Then you've got Christian Wilkins making $27.5 with a deal that he signed with the Raiders last year, and he barely even played for them last year due to injury. Milton Williams came in just under that, signing a deal with the Patriots this offseason, coming over from Philadelphia, getting paid $26 million in average annual value. And then you have Nnamdi Madubuike of the Baltimore Ravens coming in at $24.5. So if Allen indeed gets $25 million, he would slide in here between Milton Williams and Nnamdi Madubuike. I gotta be honest, I'm all for giving Allen a deal in excess of that. I'm willing to give Allen even more than what Christian Wilkins got because I think he is that important to this team and that important to what this team is trying to do on defense. Christian Wilkins making $27.5 million a year. I can totally understand and justify giving Zach Allen $28 million a year, especially when you take a look at the overall production. Let's go ahead and bring that in. So starting off here with Zach Allen's pass rush, we like to look beyond the raw stats here on this channel, and the raw stat is very good. 8.5 sacks, fourth best amongst interior defensive linemen. But he had 75 total pressures and 28 non-sack quarterback hits, both first in the NFL amongst interior defensive linemen. And the non-sack quarterback hit metric, it wasn't even close. The next best guy was Chris Jones, who had 13 less than Zach Allen did. So he was the leader in the clubhouse by far in that metric. 11.5% pass rush win rate. I believe that is a product of him playing so many snaps. 20th best in the NFL, nothing really to write home about, 20th best amongst interior defensive linemen, but he played 639 pass rushing snaps last year, which was first in the NFL amongst all interior defensive linemen. He was playing a ton out there, and he also had over 300 rush defense snaps as well. So this guy played nearly 1,000 snaps, and he was able to sustain this high level of production throughout the entire season. 35 quarterback hurries or quarterback flushes, 11th best in the NFL. It wasn't a case where Zach Allen was really good in the first part of the season and then he fell off a cliff in the second part of the season. No. He was good in the first part of the season, he was good in the second part of the season, and he was good in the playoffs as well. Looking at his run defense here, I will admit that it's not quite as good as pass rush, but still really good. 31 total tackles in run defense, tied for 14th in the NFL amongst interior guys with his own teammate DJ Jones. 26 run stuffed, which is tied for 8th best in the league amongst interior guys. His missed tackle rate, I know some people will say that's a little bit concerning. 8 missed tackles, tied for 3rd most, but that's also a product of how many snaps that he had. He had the 11th most run defense snaps in the NFL amongst interior guys, and it was just a 15.4% missed tackle rate, 24th highest. You can live with that. That's not the end of the world. He was still a more than effective run defender, but the main reason why Zach Allen is looking to get paid is because because he's a pocket collapser on the interior. The Broncos hadn't had a true pocket collapsing interior defensive lineman for about 3 seasons since Derek Wolfe left and Zach Allen arrived. And as much as I love me some Derek Wolfe, Zach Allen has produced at a much higher level than what Derek Wolfe has. So for me, it is super simple. I'm willing to give Zach Allen pretty much any amount of money that he's looking for because he is the straw that stirs the drink for the Denver Broncos defense. When you look at the tape, he sets up so many double teams to allow his teammates to get sacks. Nick Bonito is a guy who benefits greatly from having Zach Allen on the D-line because he gets a lot of one-on-one opportunities. Same thing for Jonathan Cooper. I will say that John Franklin Myers and DJ Jones are both really big contributors there as well, and they are big time assets to have up front on the defensive line. But Zach Allen is the one guy that you just cannot afford to lose. If Zach Allen is not on this team, then the entire defensive line's production would take a massive, massive dip. He's the guy that you have to slide the protection to on basically every single snap if you're on offense. If you give Zach Allen a one-on-one opportunity, he is going to freaking eat you alive. So, again, man, I'm willing to give Zach Allen basically a blank check because if the Broncos were to lose him, they would lose all aspirations of going to the Super Bowl. I can guarantee you that Nick Bonito would not be a double-digit sack player. I can guarantee you that Jonathan Cooper would not produce at the high level that he's producing at. Zach Allen is the guy that makes everything go, and that is why, for me, he is the number one priority in terms of extension candidates for the Denver Broncos. They need to find a way to get it done, and I believe it's going to get done before training camp. Just like I said in the Nick Bonito video that I made the other day, the Broncos aren't even in the building right now. Sean Payton, George Payton, all the salary cap people, they're still probably going to be gone for the next few days ahead of the rookies reporting for training camp on July 16th. Before that point in time, I don't think we're going to see an extension done with Zach Allen. But I do believe that by the time training camp actually gets underway, by the time that veterans start to actually practice on July 25th, that is when a deal will get done and Zach Allen will be made happy because he's a guy you want to keep happy under all circumstances. Alright guys, let me know in the comment section below, on a scale of 1 to 10, how high is the priority for you to get Zach Allen done? For me, it is a 10. You've got to get it done. It is the most pressing need of your team right now, and it should be the first thing that George Payton sets his eyes on as soon as he gets back in the building. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. I would love to hear them as always. Be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. And before we get out of here, guys, I want to tell you about the affiliate partner for today's video, Green Gridiron Helmets. Use code DENSYN, DENSYN, link in the description below to save off your first purchase on authentic NFL helmets. From small replicas like this one behind me to full-size authentic helmets, they have it all. Again, that is code DENSYN, DENSYN, link in the description below to save off your first purchase from Green Gridiron Helmets. Thank you so much to them. And until next time, guys, I'm your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.